Hello. Today we're going to learn how to use Gale, Texas Library Connection. This is a database purchased through Region 1. It's a very helpful resource to use when you are researching. So instead of Googling your research topic, you will simply go to your school webpage, click on the tab entitled Library, click on the words Main Page, and you're in the library's class page. Now notice you have a list of resources. Gale Texas Library Connection is alphabetically placed, as you could see. Once you click on Gale, it's going to ask you for a password. The password is Lone Star, and it will be lowercase. Once you type in Lone Star, you can click Proceed, and you will see that we are in Gale Cengage Learning. These are different databases. I'm only going to cover a few of all of these databases, but that doesn't mean that you can't access the rest. These are all for you to use. The ones that are commonly used for research is Student Resources in Context. Now, once you access Gale, you're going to see a search box, and you're going to want to start searching here. Please do not search here. You're going to search under the different respective database. For example, Student Resources in Context. You're going to click on that, and this is what it looks like. You're going to simply, you can search through different categories such as biography, geography, history, government, and so forth, or you can simply type in your search. Let's say I am searching the author William Blake. So I'm going to type in William Blake, and notice it's already giving me some choices, and there it is. Here is William Blake, and I'm going to click search. Now, right away under Student Resources, you want to look at this section right here that says Everything. Do you want articles from reference materials? Do you want images on this particular author? Do you want to look at some of the different works he or she has done? Then you also have other types of media. You can look at newspaper clippings, magazine articles, academic journals. You also want to look at the critical essays. You do have some plot summaries for some of the different things that this particular author wrote, and you do have one video and 4 different audios on this particular author, William Blake. Well, I want to concentrate on references, and I'm going to ask you to concentrate on critical essays for your research paper. If you look at references, you're going to get 37 different articles on William Blake. What is wonderful about Gale is that it tells you here on this column what this particular article is about. These happen to be critical essays, if you'll see. And here is his biography. So you need his biography. You click on it. The title of the article is normally underlined in blue. Here is your article. You have that listening component where you can activate that and the article will be read to you. You have other tools over here. You can bookmark this particular article. You can download it. You can share it with someone. It gives you the citation. You can email it to yourself or someone, and of course you can print it. It also has the dictionary option that you could use if there's some words in the article that you don't understand, and of course you can save it onto your pen drive. Now notice the article is lengthy, but what I love about Gale is that it usually has your subtitles here. And if we scroll all the way to the bottom, you will always have your source citation. The citation is what you need in order to avoid plagiarism. So that's the wonderful thing about Gale. So that's Gale Student Resources in Context. To switch to another database, you simply change resources up here. We just looked at Student Resources in Context. The other one I want you to see is Student Resource Center Junior. These articles are a little bit easier to understand. They're not as complicated. And again, you type in your author or your subject, and you simply click enter or search. Again, one of the wonderful components of Gale Resource Center Junior is that you have your different tabs. Just like you had everything here on this side for the first database we looked at, here are your tabs. Well, you're under your reference tabs. So you want to look at your reference tabs and you want to look at your creative works as well. Now notice it also gives you a column about what the particular article is about. Happens to be a critical essays. All of these happen to be critical essays on some of his poetry. Now again, here's a biography. You click on the blue underlined title of the article and you will see William Blake's biography. If you scroll all the way down, this database also offers you the citation that you need to avoid plagiarism. So again, this is another helpful database to use. The last database, we're going to change databases right here again. We just went over Student Resources in Context. We went over Student Resource Center Junior. And the last one, and these are pretty much the same, Literature Resource Center. Click on that. And here you're going to do your author search. This is mostly for authors, so we're going to type in our author, William Blake. We'll continue using William Blake. Now you can search by title. You can do an advanced search, a keyword search, author by type, or a timeline if you'd like. But we're just going to go with a basic search, William Blake. And here we are. Now, what is wonderful about Literature Resource Center is that you can always, it gives you different options. You make sure that you choose the one with a proper birth and death. And once you do, you will have a listing of all of the articles pertaining to his biography. How do you know it's his biographies? Because we're under the biography tab. If we need literary criticism, you go to the literary criticism tab, and here you have a listing of all of the literary criticism essays on this particular author. My suggestion to students is to look for the particular title of the poem or the novel or whatever they're researching, and then they could always search that way so that they can narrow down their searches. Again, once you click into the article, if you scroll all the way down, you do have your citation at the bottom as well. So I recommend that you use Gale Texas Library Connection for your research because these particular databases are credible. You're not surfing the web. You're looking at an actual database that has credible information. You don't need to worry if it's plagiarized. And of course, the citation is already done for you. So this is a wonderful resource to use. I highly recommend it. Don't forget how to access it through our school's webpage. And of course, you need to make sure that you're in the school's library class page. If you have any further questions, you can contact your librarian. Thank you.